Why guys keep making sexual comments? Lots of available porn and lots of women who agree with the hookup culture. If you oppose any kind of behavior, you are branded as judgmental. While I've never tried to go this route, my headcanon is probably because they don't want to stay in the friend zone or appear boring and try to text flirty dirty, if that makes sense. Though there are some people who have no filter and go to 120 mph in no time. What do you think? I was like that when I was younger. I had zero self-control. Most young men simply want to get laid or get aroused if they can't get laid. Be careful with the guys you choose. They are horny and testing the waters. If you are not ready for sex or sex-related talk, that's understandable. Just tell him. You might be a bit disappointed, but that's okay. When you tell him to slow down, make sure he's appreciated, and he knows it without a doubt. There are things men don't understand about women and things women don't understand about men, and one of the things that isn't widely understood by most women and even some men is how self-conscious men are about sex. He might think you're not attracted to him. Don't let him believe that. Sometimes guys can go too fast without thinking and they need to be put down to level. But it doesn't need to be harsh or a way to hurt anybody. Wow, he took 2 weeks? That's impressive. Most guys text you 6 times and the 7th is a sexual comment. Yesterday not even 3 messages. It's annoying. Would you guys do that on the first date as well? I get you are horny, but it doesn't make sure that you even get laid. If you do this to some woman, like me, it doesn't make me horny. It just makes me feel you won't be getting any. Men have to push because nothing will happen if we don't. You aren't going to offer it up if we sit around like a good dog waiting for a handout. Have you scrolled through Instagram lately? While I don't disagree with if a lot of women make a living selling sex, so we are kind of conditioned into thinking sex first, romance later. If we don't show intent, women put us in the same box with gay best friends and it doesn't align with our goals. We are there for a relationship or sex. Of course, being direct and being explicit is different things. But flirting and calibration are skills mostly learned through trial and error. Genuine inability to read a room. A lot of dudes are just simply incapable of common sense. And it's not a knock to men, but as one, it's honestly just kind of observable. Sex first is the only thing I'm ever after on dating apps, and even I never bring it up or make things sexual first. I find it really hard to believe that you have to be that way in order to get laid. Another one of these threads? Seriously? Because you're talking to the wrong men. There is no guaranteed formula to find a real man. Unfortunately, society is insane right now, and you need to continue trying until you find a good guy. These guys are trash, even as a man am willing to admit that. However, it is our current reality, and these continued posts are doing nothing but making men continue to look bad. There are a lot of great guys out there. Put in the footwork and you will eventually find one. Because they want to get sexual. They are attracted to you sexually. I guess from your perspective, unfortunately. But also, I'm surprised they wasted 2 whole weeks? Wow, come on guys. Amateurs. Is there something wrong with it? Like, do you not really like sex or being sexual? Or is it too soon? Or do you think men who like sex are bad partners? I don't totally understand why this is an issue for so many women. 2 weeks? Those comments usually begin in the first convo for me, sadly. Just when I think, this guy he's genuine and just lovely. Then starts those comments. Often it's to gauge what a woman is interested in, something more casual. Something more sexual? Something where sex is a long-term commitment thing? If you have a way of making it clear earlier on, that might help. For example, put in your dating profile bio, I only have sex when I'm in a relationship, or drop something like that in the conversation, only my BF gets to see me naked, etc. Because that's what she said. Just tell them no. If they don't like it, move on. I didn't see your age, or anything else about you, but it's not only men who ask these things. It's not only men interested in sex. I see so much about men asking or wanting pictures or sex. Those writing tend to condemn all men, whether that is the intent or not. Don't worry about anyone saying you're a prude if you say no. Move on. If you don't want to be asked, then let it be known. Would you rather be considered a prude easy or have your nude photos passed around? I didn't ask you or anyone else for nudes or sex. So, I'm not one of those guys. As a matter of fact, I've lost out a few times because I didn't do it on the 1st, 3rd, or 10th date. I just wasn't ready. The fact they moved on tells me I likely made an excellent decision. I guess, if you don't want to deal with these things, avoid the dating sites and spend more time looking in person. That's what I do, and I'm in a small populated area. Modern courtship sucks. Many a time a guy would keep the conversation clean with just some innocent flirting, and after a while he's in the friend zone, which sucks big time. So, they are taking their shot. Getting one of the following 3 outcomes can be more preferable to the friend zone. 1. It works and they get into a relationship. 2. It partially works and they get a hookup, or perfectly works if that's what they are after. 3. They get shot down early enough so they don't have to invest time and effort in a dead end. They are just like that. You give them an inch and they will run a mile. But if somebody is taking it too far or making you feel uncomfortable, just get them told, "I have to do it a lot." They are looking for a relationship that involves sex. Whether they are good jokes or too many can be annoying, but this is typically how we are with other guys. If it's 2 weeks after you've met, that seems reasonable, maybe not week 1. Trying to get your attention.